lips are dry, Paul.
Vive balm. Vive balm.
When I put my balm on, I'm all... Balm.
Put your barn on. That would be quite fun, wouldn't it? We could build a little, like, miniature barn and then he could wear it on his head. Was it Philip Treacy that did all those hats? Was that his name? You know, all the hats at Ascot with ridiculous things on it. Yeah. That you could put on your barn.
When I'm putting my balm on, I'm always reminded of Abigail's party. And the scene where Beverly tells Ange how to apply her lipstick. And she says, how does it go? Ange, the next time you apply your lipstick, will you do something for me? Say to yourself, I have very beautiful lips. And then what will happen is you'll be applying your lipstick to every single corner of your mouth. And you'll notice the difference, I think you'll find. Okay, great.
And is that true?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Anyway, anywho, welcome tits and bums.
Willies and other things. Yeah.
Welcome to the show, which is called
Sunday Chat.
If you didn't already know that. I'm a little warm.
You're going for the glam today. You're a bit Gloria Swanson, aren't you? Yeah. Just a little bit sparkly.
I'm a little bit bouffant today.
Is that navy? That's navy.
It is. It's not black. It's navy.
Yeah, it's navy. Yeah.
It's navy. It's a little thin cardigan for those in-between times.
I've gone for my Farmer Brown look today. Yeah.
Today?
Oh dear.
Anywho,
it's funny, isn't it? Because you're really sort of into looking glam and all of that, and
not really.
I'm
not.
Well, you do. You like glamming yourself up. I don't really care. I really don't.
Well, God, look. I was a showy, offy teenager in the 80s. I mean, you know, going out.
You're showy, offy 30-something nowadays, I think, you find.
Thank you, Paul, for reminding me about my youthful age. No, I mean, going out was an occasion, wasn't it? You got together with your friends and got ready to go out, smoking cigarettes and drinking Cinzano.
Yeah. I remember when I was at Theatre Goers Club of Great Britain, we had this person. They came as I think they were a person who comes for a week. Oh, a temp. They were a temp. And we agreed, she was great, and we agreed to go out on Friday night, which was her last day. And she said, we used to go to the Cafe Pelican, which was just down the road in St Martin's Lane. And it was like one of my favourite places. So we used to go there. The waiters were very cute, I have to say. And she said, I need to go into the toilets. And this is the thing, isn't it, with women? It's mostly the same with you and girls. They have to go into the toilet to prepare from a day's work to an evening out. And they come all kitted up with different outfit and
couple of
makeup and things like that. So she went off with a couple of my other work colleagues and they came out, and one of the people, when she came out, Jo, she went like that, and I thought, what's she looking like that for? And she sort of dolled herself up a little bit, and then the next person had dolled herself up quite a lot. And then this temp came out, and she was in full leather, head to toe, and she had a sort of one of those hairs, sort of like whip things hairs. She looked amazing, absolutely amazing. But basically she was getting ready because later on she was a dominatrix and she didn't have enough to carry for 2 different outfits, so she had to wear a dominatrix outfit.
What, underneath the clothes?
No, she had them in a bag, so she went into the toilets took
I
off
get
her
that
day,
bit.
put on her night gear, and she had the whip as well. You know, she had everything. So yeah.
Well, thank you,
So,
Paul, for
yeah.
that fascinating story.
Well, working in the West End, I mean, we had some times, didn't we? God, I mean, separately and sort of together as well. Yeah, but oh dear, those days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
Lovely.
So yeah, there we are. Richard, where are we on the agenda?
I don't know anymore.
I think we're at thank yous, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing to say is thank you from both of us for all the comments and messages of support that you've left for us in terms of our bereavement. And for those of you who are living under a rock, Paul's mum sadly passed away.
Yeah, last week.
I never say passed away, I'm not sure why
No,
I
she
said
died.
that. She died.
Yeah.
It just came out of my mouth. I think it's because so many people refer to death as passing away.
I think it's that trigger thing, isn't it? I think for many people, somebody passing away is a way to give sort of more comfort.
Or to avoid the truth.
Yeah, or to avoid the sort of harshness of death.
The word death.
I'm sort of okay with it, yeah. And somebody did comment that they were sort of, you know, pleased about the use of language, and which I thought was fine. But you know, we all use language in different ways, don't we? So yeah.
Death, dead, died, dying.
Yeah.
We're all dying at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Aren't we, Paul?
Yeah.
Yes, we
We
are.
are.
Let's get on with the show. So thank you, bloody thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah.
Sincerely.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely, and that's both on Sunday Chat and a week at the Plot, and of course
And Planet
Facebook,
Vegetaria,
and Planet Vegetaria, coffee as well.
Yeah, it's been
I posted something on coffee today, so hopefully coffee supporters will see that.
good.
So yeah,
It has been slightly overwhelming. The journey isn't over yet for you. Something coming up. But yes, moving forwards.
well, the journey's not over for us either, is it? Because you know it's a time of change now. But anyway, yeah, we'll talk about that maybe another.
Yeah, but
time.
you know, it gets to a point where you have to put the morning
Oh yeah,
kind
absolutely.
of to bed. You know, because it's always there in your mind anyway, but you have to put it to sort of to one side at some point.
Yeah.
To enable you to get on.
So
and
that
get
we
on
can
with
talk about the weather.
Normal life.
Yeah.
Normal. What is normal?
Well, interestingly, that's exactly what I put in coffee. So there we are. Yeah.
So it's Saturday morning, it's 11 o'clock, I think. It's far too early to be doing this. I'm not even
Far
awake.
too late.
Far too early.
Oh dear. That's
Thank
it.
you. I'm
That's
just waiting
11.
for the clock.
Yeah.
Weather. Richard and Paul's weather report. So, what has the week been like, weather-wise?
I think it's been okay, hasn't it?
It's been a bit changeable. We've had some good weather, and we've had a little bit of dullness as well, where we've had those sort of grey, awful grey leaden skies on a couple of days. Storm Agnes
Yeah.
didn't cause us much grief.
No, it didn't cause us much grief.
No, that's what I'm saying. Ours, I use the word ours.
Yeah,
But
us.
some people may have had issues with it, but we didn't. Thank goodness, because we had to travel to Guernsey on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
For mum service.
And travelled back on Wednesday evening.
Hmm.
It was a bit of a fleeting visit,
It was.
and we had Thursday off.
Yeah.
So-
I was going to go and see, go down to for her sake, but I was so exhausted. It was sort of like,
Well,
no,
I did
that's not
say to
sensible.
you no.
Yes, you did.
Don't
say
think it's
no.
a good idea. I think we both need a bit of time to decompress and just have quiet space.
Yeah.
So, guess what? I had an afternoon nap on Thursday. It was divine.
Nap.
Well, it was a full-on sleep.
It was a full-on sleep from about 2 o'clock till about 6:30 or something.
Yeah, it was. And I just needed to switch off, and it did me good. It did me good, Paul.
I went to the plot, and I wanted a quiet job, so I did tidying of a bed and weeding, and I did it a bit away from the communal path so that it was a quieter area of the plot, so that I could just sort of do what I wanted to do without too many interruptions. So
Good.
yeah, I enjoyed that as well.
Lovely.
Yeah, and then yesterday was back to work.
Yeah, I was back at work yesterday, so I did Monday and Friday this week. Monday was very quiet. Friday yesterday was crazy busy. I worked my ass off yesterday, which was fine. And yeah, today's Saturday, so it's Sunday chat. And
Sunday chat!
Filming and editing day.
Yeah.
So we took a trip to Guernsey, we went on Tuesday, and we did document the journey for you. So, without further ado, let's run VT. Run. We hope you enjoy it.
Hello. We're on our way to Southampton Airport at the moment because we're going to Guernsey for Mum's cremation tomorrow. As you can see, Richard's driving.
Hello.
And I'm just going to switch the camera around because we're coming up to some water treatment works, which I'm sure you'd love to see.
Well, they're famous.
Just around the corner here. That's them over there. Gosh, they look a long way away, but they are famous. They've been used in lots of, you can see the pools of sewage down there and things. Stilling, as I think they call it. And then these are the actual pump works, which you may recognise from 1 or 2 episodes of Poirot and things like that. So yeah, rather fabulous building. Look at that.
Wasn't it used in Chitty Bang Bang?
Was it used in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? May have been, I don't know. We're now nearing Southampton Airport. Southampton's to our left, and you can see that the road is just split. So there's 2 lanes of traffic on our left, and there's the signage up there, Southampton Docks, Bournemouth, and we're going straight on to Southampton Airport, and we join the M27 and then come off at the first junction. It's not been too bad a drive, has it?
It's been a good drive, very good drive, very clear. Plenty of traffic, but relatively clear. No hold-ups, so we'll be there nice and early. Be able to have our bagel that Paul has packed.
Yes, I have. We don't normally have bagels now, but they were on offer at Lidl a good couple of weeks ago, and we had 2, and then 3 went into the freezer, and we've got them in our bags for today. So it really is a bit road-wise. It can be a bit confusing if you don't know your way on this stretch, because there's a lot of turn-offs going in different directions. But we've been driving this way for long time. Yeah, we used to come to Southampton Airport because it was really easier for Mum and Dad to fly into Southampton than it was for Gatwick, because even though Gatwick is quicker to drive to, the parking that you need to park at is quite a long walk from the terminus, and of course the terminus at Gatwick is itself really large, so Southampton just became a much easier journey for Mum and Dad, and as we've aged, an easier journey for us too.
Well, it's just an easier airport as well. You walk across the road from the car park and it's there.
Yeah,
you
literally.
don't have to walk far inside either.
No.
So
We might
it's just more convenient.
Yeah, we might show you that. So you can see there it says Southampton Airport, a third of the mile off to the left. And Marwell Zoological Park as well, look at that. So these are the countdowns, 3, 2, and then this one is 1, and then off we come here. We're just doing a wiggle around this bit to get to this next roundabout, which has got a plane in the middle of it. Look, little Spitfire. Not full size, I don't think. And then we go around here and wend our way to the airport. Which is that building that you can see over there. They're using leaf blowers to clear everything up. And this behind here is usually where our plane is stationed, behind this area here. And where's this lady going? No, she's not crossing. Because of course these are zebra crossings, so you've got to give way to pedestrians at zebra crossings, which is great. Sometimes it can be a bit annoying because you might have a pedestrian standing at the side and you think, oh, are they crossing or not, you know. And then we're going to be going into the car park here.
Glasses, Paul.
So we parked the car and walked about a minute in there. And where are we going? Just over there. So you can see how close it is and easy for us.
Hello, it's me. I'm eating my bagel. It's empty here at Southampton. Completely empty. There's like another person over there. That's it.
He's eating his bagel, but I had to stop eating mine because he demanded to be filmed.
Paul, film now when it's empty.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing. Marmite and cheese. Delicious.
Yeah. There we are.
Anyway, yeah.
Is that it? That's what all you wanted to say?
Whatever.
items are hand baggage and personal belongings behind. If you're struck, please leave the aircraft urgently in an emergency.
So we've arrived on Guernsey and we've just checked into our hotel room. There's Paul on the bed. It's okay. Bit of a dark corner over here. TV, wardrobe. No view, unfortunately, but you know, I think sea views are a premium.
And an early booking.
And we're only here for one night. But that's our view.
Actually. You can see that chimney up there above the roof.
Yeah.
That's where Mum was as a little child.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there
That's
you go.
where an aunt lived. And they used to wash dishes here. Come and wash dishes here. Yeah. So actually, we do have a view.
Yeah.
An unexpected one.
Bathroom. Oh, shower room. It's perfectly adequate. And we're going to eat at the restaurant tonight at 7. See what vegetarian options they've got.
Well, we know they've got a burger.
Yeah. Vegan burger.
There we go.
Halloumi salad. Fish and chips. I would eat fish.
I would eat chips.
Yeah, I'd eat lots of chips.
Just where I've got my tummy there. Yeah.
So yeah, that's us checked in, and I think we're going to probably go for a little walk now.
Yeah, the sea's up.
The sea is up, so
Virtually.
yeah.
Look, there's Leo behind you. And the cup and saucer.
Yeah, a little bit of Guernsey art. Hi, we're having our dinner in the restaurant, and I'm just going to swing the camera around and show you the view because it's beautiful. It really is. We're having pizza and chips. So here's the view. There's Paul. Say hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
You can see the view across the bay. It's Rockane, isn't it? Yeah.
Rockane. And then...
Looking over towards Leray.
Yeah, no way over there.
So isn't it gorgeous?
Portlet.
I mean, you've seen this view before. We've taken photographs of Rockane many times before, but it's really pretty.
And I've swum here many a time as a kid.
Yeah. It's very quiet here, which suits us fine.
Yeah.
It's our restaurant for the evening. So we've eaten and we've had a big glass of wine each. The pizza was huge. I couldn't finish mine and neither could Paul. We had a big portion of fries with it and a rocket salad. And they said, would you like dessert? And I said, well, I'd love dessert, but I just don't think I can fit it in. So we're back in the room. Paul's just taking his clothes off. And yeah, I think sleep is imminent.
Oh no.
But I'm going to try and stay awake because I need to digest. Say hello, Paul, to the people.
Hello,
look.
Paul, to the people.
So, yeah, it was jolly nice, I have to say. If I was going to give them a
a review for their food, it would be definitely 10 out of 10.
And service.
Service was excellent. And for anybody who wants to know, we're at the Imperial Hotel on Guernsey. Yeah. And the restaurant was kind of empty apart from...
Well, there were three other tables.
3 couples, including ours.
And a single lady.
And a single person. That was it. So like I said earlier, you know, September, Tuesday evening. Slow season now. But yeah, it was... Yeah, you couldn't fault it. I thoroughly enjoyed my meal, even though I couldn't finish it. I only left 2 pieces of pizza. I hate leaving food. And if we were at home, I'd have put it in the fridge and had it the next day. But, yeah.
We're not home.
Yeah. So, yeah, lovely. Very happy with the nice big glass of wine. I feel half cut now. We'd had a little walk as well just now.
And then you wanted to come back because you were scared.
I was scared. It was too dark. There's no street lights out there.
Oh, that's bliss. No street
Which
lights.
is bliss. Of course it is bliss, Paul. But I can't see.
No, but there was also no cars.
My night vision is not very good.
You'd have only fallen into Rockane Bay.
Exactly, down a 20-foot drop.
50.
It's not 50.
It's 50 foot.
That's 50 foot over that wall.
Well, 40 foot maybe.
I don't think
It's more than 20 foot. Uncle Alf worked on that wall.
Okay.
And Dad worked on that wall when he came back from being evacuated after the war.
Lovely. It's still very deep.
Yeah, it is.
But it's wide.
It's a seawall.
Yeah, it's a seawall.
It's a sea defence. Because Guernsey and Jersey and the other islands contribute to the defence of the realm by keeping all the sea defences good.
There you go. You heard it from Paul.
There we are.
There we are. So, signing off now.
I'm going to read my book.
Paul's going to read, and I'm going to drift into unconsciousness. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Richard.
Good morning, Paul. We've just left the hotel. That's the hotel, the Imperial Hotel, Guernsey.
Which has got an R monogram on the towels.
Yes, they knew I was coming. I don't know why. It's the maker of the towel. Something like Richard Howarth or something.
Right, okay.
The linen. So we've just left the hotel. We gave them some feedback. There was a little bit of dust in the room. I mean, it was a little bit ragged around the edges, to be honest. But I said to Paul, I don't mind that particularly. But not having a view is a bit crap. But you pay extra for a view.
Yeah, I don't think that option was available when we booked. Maybe because all the other rooms are gone. Who knows?
Well, we didn't ask, did we?
Well, it wasn't available on the thing. That's what I'm saying, on the booking thing.
So it was your fault then, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm going to blame you.
But at least we could see Mum's chimney. Or
We
Mum's
could.
aunt's old,
Exactly.
Mum's old aunt's chimney.
Exactly, and actually the room was fine, apart from at 5:30 this morning when the neighbouring room outside turned their bathroom light on, and it flooded our room with light. So we've given them feedback and said, a blackout blind would solve that problem.
The food was great.
Breakfast this morning, I had the full veggie, which was avocado, spinach, hash brown, veggie sausage, tomato, 2 fried eggs on a piece of sourdough. And that was, it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I had smashed avocado
and
on
baked
sourdough.
beans. There were baked beans
Yeah.
as well.
I had smashed avocado on toast with...
Extra toast.
No, not with the eggs. With poached eggs.
Poached
Did
eggs
I say
on
that?
top.
I don't know.
With
Because you were just
extra
interrupting
toast.
me.
Extra toast.
I did have extra toast, yes.
Yeah, and
Because
you
I
ate it
thought...
all.
I have to say, I think I've most probably put on about 6 or 8 pounds in the last week or so.
But I need to sort that out when I get back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will.
Yeah. Portion control, all of that.
Porzione controlle.
Oh, there's some other people.
So we've got, the funeral is today, so we've got a little time before we have to go to the crematorium.
Oh, look at the white horses over there. Look.
Yeah, I'm going to show the viewers that in a minute.
Oh, well, that's the interesting thing.
But we're here on the in the car park that overlooks Liu Island. So for those of you who don't know, the Channel Islands are kind of a real collection, a small archipelago
A bailiwick, actually.
of islands.
Bailiwick of Guernsey and Bailiwick of Jersey.
Yeah, but it is a little archipelago. That's what you call a grouping of islands, Paul.
You'll find you call it a bailiwick.
But what does bailiwick mean?
A grouping of islands.
Does it?
Well, yeah, it does in my terms.
I'm not sure it does, Paul. In my world, it's an archipelago. So we're here on the overlook towards Liu Island, which is accessible at low tide. There is a causeway. It isn't quite low tide at the moment.
No.
Because you couldn't get across if you wanted to.
No, you can just about see the walkway, the edging of the stones for the walkway, but no, it would still be wet.
So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the view. This was one of Mum's favourite spots to come and have a little wander around the car park on her wheelie.
Yeah.
So we used to bring her here, and we used to very often buy a drink from one of the kiosks and sit here and have a little drink.
And a chocolate biscuit.
And a chocolate biscuit and look at the view, and she really enjoyed this view. So I'm going to show you the view now. I'm going to stay inside the car because it's very windy, so it'll just block out any sound. So let's turn the camera around and give you a little show and tell. So that's sort of looking out to see, you can just see through that bush the lighthouse, Hanwha lighthouse, which I think we showed on a previous bit of footage. But this is looking out to sea. It's quite breezy. We are expecting Storm Agnes today. And we have actually inquired at the hotel and said, look, you know, if for any reason our flight is cancelled, is there a room available tonight? And they have said yes. So this is looking out towards Liu.
And you can see the stones of the causeway over there. Not sure if you can. You can actually see the causeway on the other side. It is actually mostly a cobblestone causeway that goes right way across. This
house is available for rent.
Yeah, it's a nature reserve. That whole island is a nature reserve, and it's run by an association now, which is great.
We have been across once, Paul and I together. You can walk across, and there's also when you stay on the island, there's a little buggy, which carries the luggage for you on a tractor. So it's rather beautiful, and there's bathing pools on the other side of the island. There's one called the Venus Pool, isn't there?
Yeah, natural
bathing pool.
Yeah, quite deep, it's lovely.
It's labelled as the Venus Pool.
Yeah. And this was also where a load of monks came many centuries ago.
That's right.
And they made it their home.
So there you go, that's Liu Island.
And we got inspired to write a book, didn't we, many years ago?
Well, I did start it.
Did you? Maybe we need to dig that out and carry on.
I threw it away.
Honestly. Actually, I've got my ghost story about Hanwha Lighthouse. I might dig that out, which I think I wrote when I was about 14. So I did go to Hanwha Lighthouse once in a rowing boat.
Wow.
And rowed out.
That would be my idea of a complete and utter nightmare. I mean, walking across this causeway was frightening enough for me, worrying about whether the tide was going to come back in sooner than anticipated.
It sort of doesn't do that, though.
No, I
That's the
know it
thing.
doesn't, but I don't trust the sun and the moon. No. What if the moon flew out of orbit and the tide came in? We'd all be dead anyway, wouldn't we?
We would, yeah.
So there we are.
So that way is towards America and Canada.
Hello, America. Hi, Canada.
And behind us is towards France, and then
And
to
then
the right
that way
of us
is towards
England,
the UK.
and Wales.
Yeah.
The United Kingdom.
England and Wales.
England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, yeah, and Ireland, of course, Northern Ireland and Ireland. Yeah.
Don't know why my tummy's growling.
I don't know why it's
I've
growling,
eaten
because
enough to
yeah.
last
That's
a whole
mostly why.
week.
We've eaten more than normal. It's
Oh.
going, oh, grumble, grumble.
Last night's meal was just so much.
But it was lovely.
So yeah, last night's meal was, it was great. It was huge pizza. I think I said in my sleepy video last night. So I really feel as though we just need to be on salad now
Yeah, for a month.
for the rest of our lives.
Which is good because we've got plenty of lettuce growing at the plot again.
Oh.
So that's now being harvested.
I used to enjoy a lettuce sandwich.
Yeah, yeah. With a bit of salt.
Yeah.
But I sort of think it needs a bit of butter. That was the sort of downside of it, having butter. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't have that much bread now, do we?
No, we don't.
No.
So, yeah, there we go. So, we will probably do some more filming to finish off our journey when we're on the way home. So, because we got a funeral to go to now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Which
And
is
we've
okay.
got to
Which
walk
is okay.
up a big hill to get to it as well. So, yeah.
The crematorium and the graveyard and all of this, is it a graveyard as well? They don't just do
You know, there's a full-on cemetery, and then there's the crematorium.
Was your
part
dad
as well.
cremated?
Yeah.
Okay, but Mum didn't have his ashes.
No, he was interred with
Yeah.
Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mum's going to be interred with Perry as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a really beautiful place. It's really hilly and very pretty. I don't know whether I'll be able to get a couple of shots in. I don't know. I won't be getting my camera out, but I'll have my phone with me. So I may get a couple of little shots. But yes. Getting windy. Speak to you later. Bye for now. Bye. Hello, we're back again. So the funeral service has been and gone. So
That went fine.
it was a really nice service. We won't dwell on it too much. But we're now at Lere,
One of Mum's favourite beaches.
where we always used to come for an ice cream.
From the van just over there.
And Mum would then spill it all over herself.
And get the chocolate from the flake all over herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how older people sort of revert to childhood in a way, don't they?
Yeah. And we'd have to get extra napkins
Yeah. For the ice
for
cream.
that as well.
But she thoroughly enjoyed an ice cream here. And we've just had lunch. We went to a beer place.
The Deer
A
Hound.
pub called the Deer Hound. Where we've been before, and we had fish and chips. We've been so naughty.
We're not eating for
I'm
a month.
I'm not eating until 2024 now. Frankly, I had ice cream as well.
He did. He had 2 scoots of ice cream.
It was delicious, but
Did you offer me any?
You didn't want any.
I wasn't offered.
You didn't want any, Paul. I could tell by the look on your face.
I had a nice Americano instead.
And I had a cappuccino, as well as ice cream.
And then you had the biscuit as well.
And the biscuit.
Having said I'm not going to have any more sugar, he then had a biscuit that came with coffee.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the biscuit. Have you seen that video, Taste the Biscuit? Look it up.
Yeah.
It's been on my mind ever since I've seen it. It's one of those earworms.
Yeah, it is.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Taste the
It came
goodness
out
of the biscuit.
a while ago.
Yeah, I know, but it's just super weird and fun.
Mm.
Anyway, so we're just biding time now until we catch our flight, which is at 6:20 from the airport, which of course is very near. Everywhere's near on Guernsey.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes back up the road that way.
Yeah.
And we'll get there we'll most probably aim to get there about 5, take the car back, because we've hired a car as well, obviously.
Which is very comfy. It's a Dacia.
It is.
And the seats are lovely and soft. They're not like those hard seats that you usually get in the Vauxhalls. These are soft and comfy. And
Ford Focus, wasn't it?
no, they're Vauxhalls we normally have.
Vauxhall Corsa.
Corsas or Astras, aren't they,
Right.
normally? I don't know.
We get those because the boot it was larger, or is larger,
For
so it was for
Mum's
Mum's Walker.
Yeah.
So the boot in this I knew was smaller, and it was £50 less for 2 days.
You're going out of shot slightly, Paul. You
Am
need
I?
to lean in a
I don't
little
think
bit.
you actually put me in shot anyway, Richard.
I mean, you know.
As long as you were in shot, that's all that matters.
So, yeah. Yeah. What can we say?
Yeah, that's it.
Another...
And it was quite, you see people that you haven't seen for ages at these things, don't you?
Although it was a very small congregation.
It was.
Because most of Mum's friends have now gone.
They have. Yeah.
So...
And we saw my ex-fiancée and her mother. They came, and that was lovely. I haven't seen Sarah's mother for ages, so yeah, that was quite a surprise. Sarah did come to Dad's funeral as well.
Yeah. Which was nice of her.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, to take the time out of your day to do that is, I think, lovely.
It just shows the impact I make on people's lives. Yeah. No, it was absolutely lovely of her.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, we're at Leray, and I'll swing the camera around in a minute and show you the view from here.
Because it's rather pretty.
And it's another typical Guernsey view.
And where we were this morning doing the to-camera bit was about half a mile that way.
And we stayed...
About 3/4 of a mile that way.
In fact,
And-
can you see the hotel from here?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Is it that one at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the... Yeah, not the Trinity.
No, I
House, the
know,
one.
because that's where we walked.
And on Mum's service card, the what do you call it? The pamphlet that you get.
The order of service.
Order of service. That's it. I'm not very good
You're
with
going out of
rhymes.
shot again, Paul.
Oh, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
look at the screen. The screen tells you.
Was a shot of Rockane, which is where we were staying last night. So that was rather nice to see, and nice synchronicity. That. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to swing you around, show you the beach, which you've seen before if you follow us, but it's covered in gulls.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
Well, not covered. There are lots and
There's
lots
loads.
of... It's covered in sand because that's what a beach is.
Anyway, let's swing the camera around and we can continue talking then, Paul. Honestly.
Yeah.
Just like your mum.
Yeah.
Let's just zoom in. Focus. So that is the hotel. Right in the centre is the white building. In the centre of the screen, that's where we stayed. And this is Leray. That's Rockane. This is Leray.
And then off to the left is the ice cream van.
There's the ice cream van where we usually have an ice cream, but none of that today because we're both fit to burst.
Well, you've had 2 scoops already.
Look,
2 scoops.
look at all the gulls on the beach. The tide is out. There we are. You can see them all.
There are a lot of gulls.
There are.
I think there's several different varieties
And
or species.
there is a little
gull.
bit of rain, spots of rain at the moment, so we're staying in the warmth.
But look at that sky.
But look at the sky.
It's just gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
And there's the Hanwha Lighthouse again.
Let me just readjust so we can bring out some of those colours. That's a little better. I've just decreased the brightness a bit so you can see some of those colours in the sky, because the sky is kind of a little bit stormy.
I mean, on the left there, that virtually you could, the sort of darker bits in the lighter bits, you could virtually think that's a sort of like Himalayan landscape there, with sort of, you know, shadow on snowy mountain tops.
Oh, Paul, you're so creative.
Thank you. I think.
So there we are. That's the beach. And it's quite breezy, although there's no sign of Storm Agnes hitting us here. And we've checked the flights and everything's kind of hunky-dory, all good to go. So, yeah, there we are. That's it.
Maybe we should go for a swim, go for a skinny dip.
Maybe you should go for an assessment, because I'm not having a swim.
Well, Vivi did.
I know Vivi did, and Vivi's completely and utterly mental. You wouldn't catch me swimming in the sea for love nor money. I'm sorry, disgusting.
I don't know. Well, no, it's lovely here. There's
Yeah, it
it's
looks
just lovely. Look,
it's full of seaweed getting caught in your feet and ugh,
sand and rocks
and floating turds.
There's no floating things.
Guernsey turds.
No, there isn't.
Oh no, thank you very much. Anyway, there we go. That's it for this segment. We'll probably do some filming as we arrive in Southampton.
Adam and Maddie, thank you very much for the cabin planning.
Arrived back in Southampton. It was interesting journey, and it's quite dark here now at Southampton. We're in Fenella, all cosy, and we're on our way home. So we're into the home stretch of our journey now. Nearly home. Just coming into the other side of Richmond. And it's been a good journey. It's been good weather, good traffic. Now we're just coming off the motorway into the 50-mile-an-hour zone on the A316. And yeah, all is good. You can see that bright light in the sky. I don't know whether you saw that. That's planes going into Heathrow. I'm filming this bit because for you sports fans amongst you, we're driving through Twickenham. And that building right ahead of us there is Twickenham Rugby Ground. Don't know whether you can see that statue at the front, probably not very well. It's a huge, huge stadium. Goes all the way back here. And it's a massive concrete structure. And you've got the gates there.
And they have concerts there as well.
Yeah, they do all sorts of different events. But it's the home of rugby. There you go. Massive structure.
And they do filming there as well.
There you go. Yeah, so we are almost home now. So I'm going to stop filming now and you'll see us go back to Sunday chat.
Sunday chat.
Yeah, all right. God. Oh, there is a little place called Mogden Lane.
Hooey.
Sewage works just down there. Sometimes it smells lovely in this area. Yeah. Bye. So there you go. That was our journey to say a final goodbye to Mary. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, and Mum's ashes are going to be interred with Dad and my brother Perry. So that will happen, but there's not going to be any ceremony or anything. It will just happen, and we'll get confirmation that it's happened. So yeah, there we are. It's funny, isn't it? Because it really is it is a different time now, you know, and we'll have, in some ways, because Mum's not there, the frequency of going back to Guernsey is not a sort of a commitment, a necessity now. So we will go back, but it will be different. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we made quite a few trips in the past couple of years since the pandemic.
I mean, before the pandemic, we were going back every 4 to 6 weeks
Yeah.
after Dad had died. Then the pandemic obviously took hold, and finances changed for me in particular. And it's been a sort of different frequency since the pandemic. But
I mean, look, let's just talk briefly about finance, because, you know, we're not big earners. So a trip to Guernsey is expensive.
yeah,
It really is. It's not a cheap journey at all. You know, it's comparable to a 2-week holiday somewhere else,
Yes.
where you can get an EasyJet for £9 and a package deal. You know, basically is. I mean, you know, it's expensive. So we for good or bad, we no longer have that expense.
Which means we'll be able to hopefully do other things, which we had a chat about when we were in Guernsey, and we'll sort of mull over the coming months.
What I would love to do, and I said this to you the other day, I'd like the two of us to hire a remote log cabin somewhere, either in Wales or Scotland. Scotland! My sister has fallen in love, one of my sisters has fallen in love with Scotland, and she's urging us to visit. I've never been to Scotland, you have.
I have.
But I've never visited there. Never been to Ireland either.
Ireland. Yeah.
So I would love to do that and actually spend a week doing very little other than reading, writing, maybe a little art, photography, and just walking and just being. Just the two of us. You know, pack a load of food, enough for a week.
Or get a delivery. Yeah.
And just be somewhere remote and very quiet. Yeah, I think we'll look at doing that at some point.
So if you have any ideas, let us know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you want. Anyway,
I quite like Scotland. I haven't visited many places. I've been to Edinburgh, Glasgow, Aberdeen, and Inverness, and Loch Ness. But yeah, not many places. I'd love to do the islands. You know, some of the islands are, well, I'm sure many of the islands are gorgeous. Yeah.
My sister she shared with me a property that's for sale on the Isle of Arran.
Oh, right.
Which was rather lovely. Maybe we'll look at Scotland.
Scotland!
Paul.
If they'll have us. Would we have to
Not
learn
now.
Scottish? Yeah.
Okay, so just to mention that our second newsletter will be out on or around the 9th of October.
Yeah. A bit later than planned.
Yeah,
Hoping for it to be tomorrow for you, but because of what's happened, it's just going to be a bit later.
Just delayed things a little.
As has our
it does.
read along.
And a read along as well. That's obviously been delayed. We just haven't had time to fit it in. But it's coming. Don't worry. We usually promise something and we usually make sure we do it.
Well,
Usually. I know I promised cheap, tasty and filling, but hey. Well, there were restraints, both time restraints, the house going on the market, and also energy restraints in terms of cooking stuff.
Yeah, but then there's also something else that we're thinking about doing, which was sort of inspired by that 70s supermarket TV program that we watched, and we've sort of had to stop planning that because of time. But we will get back to that.
Yeah,
so,
we will.
Yeah.
Very much so. So look out for that, and obviously sign up if you haven't already.
To the newsletter.
Because it was very well received, the first one. We're hoping to top that, or at least equal it.
Yeah, equal it. Yeah, it's so brilliant. How could it be topped? Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah. I think there's we've got over 400 subscribers now
On that,
on the newsletter.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Great.
And obviously, if you wish to support us on Coffee, where there's additional material that we're posting, then please feel free to do so.
And there'll be another podcast out soon on Coffee.
There will be. Yes.
Very soon. Coming up. Is that my washing machine?
It is your washing machine. Yeah, he's done a lot of washing. Not surprising. You enjoy washing, don't you? Yeah, you.
Well, I'm particularly enjoying doing the washing at the moment because I'm using a new fragrance of washing liquid.
Yeah. You got bored with the old ones. So
I did. I switched to a new fragrance, and I've also started using some fabric softener as well because I like my clothes to smell and feel good. Yeah, exactly. Whereas the old one was just not doing it for me, so I've switched. I'm using Ecover. I know Ecover isn't meant to be great, but...
Well, no, Ecover is great in itself. It's just that the company that now owns it is a, bad company.
But the fragrance, I can't remember which fragrance it is.
It's that good, you can't remember what
Freesia.
fragrance it is. Oh,
Something in
Freesia.
Freesia. And it's really nice, I have to say.
Freesia and Coal Mine.
It's the one for colour. It's the Ecover for colour. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying it because my clothes smell really nice. So, yeah, there we go.
My clothes smell like Farmer Brown. Yeah. I've got a special Farmer Brown fragrance that I use. Yeah.
God. Anyway, Paul, what have we watched on television? It's been a bit of a thin week on TV because we haven't been here for a couple of nights.
No, well, we've watched what has become the usuals for the last sort of week. So we watched Midnight Mass on Netflix,
which is getting a bit gory.
Well, it's getting a bit interesting. It sort of had a twist that I hadn't expected.
Really?
Yeah, I knew there would be that twist, but I didn't know it would be that twist.
What twist?
The twist that happened, I was sort of not seeing that.
I didn't see the twist. The twist? Was there a twist?
Yeah, there was.
Well, you'll have to tell me later.
The change in storyline, bringing in something else that I hadn't expected happened, and that was unexpected.
Well, maybe I just expected it, which is why I didn't see it as a twist.
Maybe you did, yeah. I thought the cats were going to have more to do with it, but anyway, there we are.
Anyway.
And then Ahsoka.
That's the Star Wars series.
On Disney.
Again, it's okay. It's a little bit heavy on the old lightsaber battles.
Yeah, there's sort of quite a lot of action in this one.
I mean, how many lightsaber fights can you watch?
It's
my machine finishing.
Yeah.
How many of those can you watch?
Well,
really?
I mean, there's plenty in the Star Wars films, aren't there?
Well, not really. There are sort of moments where she's always getting her lightsabers out. I know she's a Jedi Knight.
She's got two white ones. And she holds them in a different way, doesn't she? She holds them like that, rather than sort of like that
just
a lot
to
of
make
time.
it interesting.
Just doing that.
It's all the same thing. RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
Oh, yes, that started. Yeah, I mean, it's, it's at that stage where they're all cocky and arrogant, and that sort of gets, worn away as the weeks go by and we learn more about them.
Their confidence gets kicked.
Yes. So, yeah, it's
a competition at the end of the day.
Yeah. Oh, it's an entertainment programme, that's what it is. That is based on a competition, yeah. Yeah.
We also watched an episode of Murder, She Wrote that we'd never seen before.
We had, and can you remember what it was now?
It was the one with Doug McClure.
Doug McClure in it, yeah. We, if I had seen it, I just didn't remember it. But it was, it's really odd because we've seen them so many times to now see one which we haven't seen before was quite extraordinary.
Yeah. So that was all good. That's kind of it for this week.
Yeah, we haven't, we've done a lot and sort of not much at the same time, really. Yeah.
But the news is that we're off work next week. We've taken a few days off, and we will be out and about doing things. So obviously we will take you on our journeys with us, just for the ride. Yeah. We decided it was time for some time off quite a while ago. Before Mum's death.
Yeah.
So we planned to take some time off, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Just being able to chill out and do a few pleasant things and a few little journeys.
Yeah, so it's sort of been planned well in advance and come just at the right time as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it gives you faith that, things happen at the right time. Yeah.
There we are.
So that's it. Toodle pip au revoir.
So what's your rest of your day?
The rest of my day?
Editing?
Well, I'll be editing, doing a little light heist work.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, there we are.
Well, it needs to be vacuumed, Paul.
Oh, it does, yeah. I sort of need
Tidied.
to clean the kitchen.
Yeah, I'd like you to clean the cooker top.
Yeah,
It's just because we're not having viewings anymore doesn't mean you can neglect that
No,
job.
I mean, it's 1 week that I haven't done it. Could easily become 2. But it is 1 week that I haven't done it, but that was for different reasons.
Yes,
So I'm going to be, I just want a couple of hours at the plot. I'm going to give a set of keys to a new plot holder. They actually took on the plot, but they've been away. So they took it on about 3 weeks ago, been away. So they're coming to pick up the keys today from me. So I'll be doing that a bit later on. And we're meeting a friend just for a coffee later as well. So that'll be nice. Yeah.
I'd like to have a nice bath. As well.
A nice deep bath.
Not necessarily, just a nice scrub.
A nice scrub so you can get all the water and the soap into your bits and things.
Oh, Paul, that's disgusting.
Well, you need to, don't you, in a bath, yeah.
Well, I just like to give my body a good scrub with that nice brush that I've got.
Oh, the blue one.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Is it?
Yes, it's lovely and hard.
Do you do your back? Do you want me to do your back?
No, I do my back. It's got a long handle. I can get in there quite happily. And of course, I've got my facial brush as well, which is a soft brush.
Do you want me to do your front?
No. Facial brush, Paul. Facial. Gives it all a nice glow.
Oh,
Not
could
that
I use
really
that
need
then?
it. No, don't you dare. It'll break if you use it, Paul.
I could use my toothbrush, couldn't I?
No, that's far too
Just
hard.
rub that along my face.
Far too hard.
Yeah.
Bye for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Take care. Toodle pip au revoir. Goodbye. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Come again.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Are we here next week?
Yeah.
See you next week.
Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.